What's going on, guys? Besides, in today's video we're going to make a tier list with the best AD carries for every single rank. Be sure to watch this until the end, like, subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to make sure you don't miss out any bit of content from this AD carry channel where we analyze pro players, we do tier lists, we do educational content. With 200 ping we climbed diamond on AD carry, so we can prove to you that you can do it on AD carry. So be sure to subscribe to not miss out any bit of content from this channel. Let's see, guys. Help me do it. The first is Kalista. Where is Kalista? Is she even good? I think she's very bad, and I think that most people should not play her. She needs a lot of setup, and I think if you're below diamond, you should not think about playing her. I think she's a very bad champion for learning the game. She's not rewarding unless you're Smurf. I think there are so many champions. Don't listen to me if you're main Kalista and you're bronze 5, or you are, silver playing Kalista. You can have fun, but my usual recommendation if you want to learn the game is to have a better champion pool that can actually, a champion pool that can actually help you to learn the game, and a rewarding one. So Kalista, I would say she's at best, the worst champion in B tier. Okay, the worst champion in B tier. You can put it the best in C tier. She's not that bad. I guess she's playable if you're like super good with her. But yeah, I think you can't get better than the worst champion in B tier from me. Ezreal. Ezreal is pretty bad as well. I think is a lot worse than other champions. I think it's a very good champion to have for low elo because it's a very good blind pick. But at the same, not for low elo. Sorry. In general, it's a good champion. It's a good champion to have in your pool because it's very, very safe, right? It's very, very safe. But, hi YouTube, yeah, but I think he's very bad, and I think there are better blind picks in this meta. If you are Diamond Plus or even Emerald Plus, maybe you should main him. Actually, high Emerald, like if you're high Emerald Plus, Diamond Master, you should have him in your pool. He's such a great champion to have in the pool. In this meta, I wouldn't play him very much because he's not really that good. He's better than Kalista, but I would say he's like the middle champion of B tier, and Kalista is the worst champion of B tier. That's what we can really say. Okay, Yasuo is usually a counter pick. It's really good against AD carries, and if you have knockup, you have Alistar, you have Gragas, or you have jungle like Shyvana, Jarvan, whatever. If you're super good, you're one trick pony, you play Yasuo, he's fine. I don't recommend it for low elo. It's a champion for one trick ponies. Draven. Draven is actually a champion for one trick ponies as well. Usually I don't recommend him unless you are minimum emerald, and I would usually say even minimum high emerald. He is pretty rewarding if you know how to play him. Most people that play him are very aggressive, and I don't think he's that friendly with you learning the game with Draven. So I would say that you should not play Draven if you're not minimum Emerald 1, but if you want to play him, he's a very fun champion. I usually like to play him with champions like Miss Fortune or Jinx, or champions that are very easy. So if you're low elo and you have a super hard champion like Draven, then try to have at least one champion that is super easy and you play like 2 champs. If you just want to have fun, sure, but if you want to actually learn the game, I would not recommend him in super low elo unless you have great mechanics because you played StarCraft or whatever. There are players like that. But yeah, Draven is very fucking good. I think he's super good. He has great win rate. I checked so many pro players in West, in Korea. A lot of people play it. And actually not many people play it, but the people that play it, they have good, very, very, very good win rate. This is rage bait. It's not rage bait. Draven is really good. Okay, Twitch. Twitch is very, very, very garbage. Like, he's super bad if you play him AD. Like, I mean, for low elo, he's not that bad of a champ. If you have like a well-rounded pool, he's not that hard. He's definitely the best champion out of all this because he's quite easy. His gameplay is a little bit coin flip. He's definitely a bit coin flip, right? So I don't personally recommend you maining him, even though you can, as long as you have a well-rounded pool of multiple champions that can also, help you to learn the game. So if you're silver and you play it only Twitch, I would pair it up with Miss Fortune, Jinx, Tristana, maybe even Corki. Or something easy, right? That you can, not Jhin, maybe Zeri, but yeah, maybe not Sivir. Yeah, there are some champions that, okay, I mean, like Twitch, he's very bad AD, but if you play him AP, I do think he's actually quite good. Okay, maybe not best in A tier, but probably like in A tier, right? He's good. His AP build is very good. I played, like I saw Reptile, I saw like Rotarel, many players play him also in like super high low. A lot of people picked him up. I think he's worth, if you have a well-rounded champion pool, he's not that bad champ. Okay, Kogmaw. Kogmaw is pretty good. I mean, especially like I used to play it in Master Grandmaster, like Yunara versus Kogmaw, like this is really good if they have like low range, maybe Lucian. You can also play him AP on bot lane if you're super crazy. I honestly think he's a good champ, but it's very punishable because they have a lot of range, a lot of assassins. Like they have Zerat mid, they have Fizz, they have Blitzcrank, like this kind of stuff that can kill him. If they don't, I think it's a counter pick. I think he's kind of like A, but he's a counter pick, right? If they have like Shyvana mid lane, they have like something with no, like not so much range, you know, and you can survive, you can play the lane phase, chill. Like they have, I don't know, maybe Anivia mid lane or something like that can't really go on you very much, like a Cho'Gath, like a Vladimir. I think you can just chill with this guy. He's not a bad champ. Okay, Nilah. Nilah is the same thing. She's a counter. I don't think I recommend her for many ranks. She can be a good counter if they have like Twisted Fate, so you can block the gold card. If they have lots of melee champions and stuff like that, then she can be good. But I would say she's just a counter, and most likely she's like B tier. Realistically speaking, I don't know if I would main her like first champ, maybe as a third champ in super specific situations. But these champions on the tier list, if you want to learn the game, they're not very friendly. They are okay. Some of them are okay, but there are so many champions that are better. Smolder is actually, I mean, he's probably the best champion in B tier. I don't think he's as good as Twitch AP for sure. Like, I think he's just B tier. He's not that bad. He's playable. And for low elo, he's pretty friendly with like you scale, especially in bronze, iron, like games are super long. Do I recommend him? Yeah, I do. If you don't like the champions, I'm going to recommend you a lot of champions that are better. But if you don't like those champions that I recommend you that are better and you want to play Smolder, is better than Kalista, is better than Ezreal, Draven, obviously. Yeah, Smolder, and I would say that you just pick Smolder if you just have free lane. They picked like Sona or something, you have free scaling, you can just, or you can just into Sona, you can just pick Draven and kill her ass. Senna, same game plan, same playstyle. She's not that bad of a champ. I think she's maybe B tier or maybe C tier. I mean, it's playable if you... Maybe as a counter, she's actually good, right? I don't think she's actually that bad. It's just you need matchup. Like if you have free scaling on bot against Sona or some shit, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't think she's that bad. But I would personally prefer any S or A tier champ. So maybe put her in B, actually, if I think about it. Sivir. Sivir is very, very good. I think she's been pretty consistent last like 3 to 5 patches. I think she's just A tier. I think she's worse than Twitch. Is she good to main? Yeah, you can main her in low elo. I would main her as a secondary champion. She lacks range, so against a lot of range in low elo, she might just be bad. But I mean, who knows that in low elo? They'll probably not pick at range. It's just if you have a range support and you play a Sivir, it might be hard to walk up and do damage if you don't have reliable engage. But she's okay in low elo. She's still not one of the best in low elo. And one of the best in low elo is straight up Jinx. Fucking good champion, so good in the meta, so easy, helps you to learn fundamentals, rewarding. If you're good enough, you will carry on her. Sure, she's lacking mobility, but if you have good jumpers placements, good E placements, she's gonna be good. She's lovely. She's just so fucking good champ. Like, I just don't see why you would play other champions rather than Jinx if you are truly wanting to, you know, let's say you enjoy her and you want to learn the game. She's a great champion. Okay, sure. Now, if you're a Kalista main in Silver 5, like Silver 20, and Kalista is your love and you play only Kalista, I'm not saying you to quit her. Of course, just play your champ, do your best, because the most important thing is to enjoy the game. But if you want also like to improve, it's usually better to, you know, play champions that will help you, you know, on the long run, or maybe just make a balance. Play Kalista and Jinx as well. Can work. Corki. I love Corki. He's really OP. But he's so fucking good. He's actually a good champion. I think he is also very good for low elo. He's better than a lot of champions from here. I would even say that he's better than Sivir. He's more beginner friendly. He has also escape. He has good damage. You just need to know how Trinity works and how to actually use the Shin proc a little bit. You know, he's not like, he's pretty, I would say he's simple. I don't even know. I don't even know. Like, guys, help me decide this. Is Corki easy, guys? Tell me, is he easy? Because I feel like he's not hard. Like, what is hard of Corki, right? Like, just kiting and proccing Shin, and you can stand still and use W on a target or something, or Q. It's not hard, right? But maybe I'm wrong. Just comment in the comments. But I recommend this jump for low elo. He's A tier. I don't know if he's better than Twitch, but he's definitely better than Sivir. I personally think he's a very good champion. I think maybe keeping him in S tier is crazy, but his Twitch is very OP right now, and I think Corki is pretty good as well. Maybe a little bit worse than Twitch. Lucian is definitely on the Sivir level. I think he is, I mean, if you play him good in low elo, you have the dash, so even with, like, when they have a lot of range, he's fine because he's good against assassins. He's decent as blind pick, I think. I mean, of course there are counters, but realistically speaking, if you play him really well, I think he can be rewarding. He's not as rewarding as other champions that I put you above. But I feel like even blind pick Lucian in low elo, if you know what you're doing, like, Lucian is the kind of champion, like, if you're good enough and you deserve to win, you will win. He's not going to hold you back, but he's not going to help you carry games that you are just not supposed to win, like Jinx is, in my opinion, or Twitch AP. But Lucian is the champion. You're better, you win. You're worse, you lose, right? Like, for example, Ezreal is a champion where you have to be significantly better than your enemy. Like, if you're better, you have to be so much better than enemies. Or you just have to be better than your enemies consistently to win on Ezreal. Draven and Jinx, sometimes if you're, like, if enemies play, like, Senna, C tier champ, and you play Jinx, and you guys play the same, Jinx is most likely gonna win, because she just has a better champ. But in low elo, doesn't really matter, like, that much. Like, counter picks and meta, and doesn't really matter, because if you're better, you win, right? And for those of you who are older on this channel, you guys know that 2 years in a row I climbed to 200 ping to diamond in AD carry role, one time with 60 and one time with 55% win rate, with 200 ping playing Ezreal, Miss Verton, Ashe with 200 ping. If I can get diamond 4, it should be possible for you to get with normal ping, right? If you are good enough, of course. Okay, Ashe is very good, better than Lucian, better than Sivir. I don't even know if it's better than, it's hard to say if it's better than Corki, to be completely honest, but I would say that it's pretty similar with Corki and Twitch. These three, the first three, are very similar. She's great for low elo as well. She's not as easy as people think, but she is definitely good for low elo. I'd recommend her. And yeah, she's also good for maining. I don't personally like to blind pick. I would rather blind pick Jinx or Twitch or Corki, maybe even Lucian. Because when you pick Ashe in low elo, it's many times when they pick a lot of assassins, and it's very difficult for you to play against that, right? And you're just gonna die a lot, right? So I usually don't recommend it as a blind pick. I always say she's the worst blind pick out of the best blind picks. You have Ezreal, you have Varus, you have, you know, other champions. Even Kaisa, I would even say, is better blind pick than Ashe. But I guess it really depends. They both have disadvantages. But yeah, she's not bad. And if you're good, you can definitely pick her up. When do you go Kraken first, and when do you go Yuntal on Jinx? When depends on your back. Depends on if you get BF sword early in your reach or not. But usually I would get if I get BF sword, I always get Yuntal. I think it's good. If not, then Kraken is fine. The win rates are pretty similar. Okay, Kaisa. Kaisa is actually quite good. I love her. She's a really good blind pick. I was not a fan of Kaisa. I thought she builds bad fundamentals, but I guess she's not that hard. I would say that for low elo, I mean, she's definitely good. People think that she needs engage. She doesn't really need engage that much because she can go hybrid build. She's gonna struggle in the laning phase in some matchups. Caitlyn, Tristana, Varus, Lethality, like they have a lot of disadvantages with this pick, but I think she's a very good blind pick. Like, very good blind pick. Very, very good blind pick. Do I recommend her? I mean, you should play Jinx if you're low elo, or Corki or Ashe. maybe even Twitch. But if you want to play Draven or Kalista, and you want a champion with like skill expression, but you want a champion that is not easy, but also not too hard, I think Kaisa is the sweet spot. I do think that Kaisa is I think she's S tier for sure. She's definitely a good champ. I see a lot of pro players from what I checked. A lot of like 10 out of 12 players play a lot of Kaisa. Like crazy. So she's good. She's good. I would personally say like Kaisa Jinx is a good pool. Kaisa MF is a good pool. And speaking about MF, I think MF is really good. I think MF is one of the best champs in low elo. She's super easy. Like super easy. Super easy. I think she's a good blind pick. I mean, okay, into tanks she struggles. I don't recommend BT build. First strike into collector is just better build. In general, better win rate, and the best players on MF just play collector. So I think she is A. But the question is, she's better than Lucian. She's better than Sivir. I don't know if she's better than Corki, but it's super close. And I don't know why I put Ashe better than Corki, but these four are super close. And you know who is closer? A champion that is great in low elo. Tristana. Tristana is such a good champion right now still. She didn't really get nerfed. She is very nice and she's really good for low elo as well. She has some bad matchups, so blind pick is not something that you could do because she, against long range, she can struggle. But if you're actually looking at best pro players with Trist against long range, they go PTA. They go PTA. If it's two range matchups like this, they go PTA with collector build and it's fine. You one-shot him. This guy is Nilah, is super good, challenger player, blah, blah, blah. Korean. So I do recommend her a lot for low elo. I would even say she's S tier, but you guys choose. Either S tier bottom, like the worst champion S tier, or the best champion A tier. You guys can choose, but I truly think she's so good. Caitlyn. Caitlyn got buffed to AD growth, AD growth, but yeah, she used to be B tier. Right now, I think she's okay. I think she's like probably the worst champion A tier. I don't think she's that bad. I think that she's okay. I think she's just A tier, yeah. Do you play her in low elo? She's fine. She works with range support. She works with melee support as well. I don't know who to pick Caitlyn into because she's kind of good into every champ. I mean, okay, you can say Jinx counters her, or Sivir because she outpushes her, but realistically speaking, it's the support that is like countering her. Because if you really look like a challenger games and you pick Caitlyn, and then you go Sivir, it's not really the Sivir that counters Caitlyn, it's the Sivir karma that counters Caitlyn, or you know, the lane that can outpush her, realistically speaking. So realistically speaking, that's yeah, I mean, she's fine in this meta. If you like her, she's not bad. She's not bad. She's definitely not bad. What did I do? Wait. Okay. Yeah, she's not that bad. You can play her if you want, but I do personally like the other champions. Okay, next, Jhin. Where should I put Jhin? I usually hate Jhin because I'm just a Jhin hater. He's such a rewarding champ and I play him, of course. But realistically speaking, and you guys know, I coached a lot of people, okay? I coached a lot of people. And the people that I coached, they have ranks. Some of them are like low elo, some of them are high elo, some of them are, you know, bronze, some of them are emerald, some of them are master tier. Here we've got emerald 4 to diamond 2 in less than a month. Like we've got platinum 1, diamond 4 in a week. Like we've got a lot of people that climb because they got better, so much better after the coaching session, and they knew their mistakes and they worked on them and they had the structure. It was so easy because they had someone to help them with the game. This guy was diamond 4, master tier right now. What I'm basically getting to right now is that Jhin players are the worst players from my personal experience. Locked camera, no kiting, staying behind and not really thinking about anything in the team fight. I just like crazy. Like, I don't know. This champion doesn't help you with anything. Like when you play Lucian, you have to look in the fight. Did Blitzcrank hit the hook? Does he have the hook? Like how can I hit them? Where can I use a dash? With Jhin, you see the team fight started, you back off and you ult. You don't need to think about anything. Just, I hate him. Actually, I love him. I guess he's a champion that you're gonna win and you're gonna climb even if you don't deserve it. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, but he's definitely good. Like, don't get me wrong, he's A tier for sure. I don't know if he's better than Ashe, but he's definitely in the first 5 of A tier. He's definitely A tier. He's good. He's also good blind pick. I'm not a fan of him. If you really like him, you should play him, but you should try to get the champion that also has some auto attacks and kiting and, you know, skill expression. Like if you play Twitch and Jhin, which are two coin flip champions that don't help to kite and have fundamentals, and they're very coin flip and they let you get away with murder. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend that. I really wouldn't recommend that. Varus. Varus has been very consistent. I think if you want a champion that is always good, he's been good for the last 3 years. I think in every meta he's so flexible. I think he's also good for low elo. I think Varus, if you want a champion in your pool, I recommend him. He's very flexible and he has good lane with range, with melee. He doesn't have bad matchups. He's amazing. Probably one of the best, if not the best, League of Legends 80 carry blind pick. Varus is great. Where would I put him? I guess in A tier. Yeah, it's close to this 5. It's just close to this 5. It's just it is what it is. Zeri, I mean, she's pretty bad. She's pretty beginner friendly. She's not that bad, but I think she's still like B tier. I think she's better than Senna. Yeah, Senna C tier. But yeah, I don't know what to say about her. She's okay. If you're better, you're gonna win anyways on her, like on any champion. I would usually try to have Zeri and one more champion. Like if you can have Zeri and then one champion from A or one champion from S, or even one champion from A and one champion from S, depending on how much you play. Because if you play minimum 3 games per day, you can play two champ. But if you play 3 games plus, like 4, 5, 6 games, then I would recommend a champion pool of 3 champs. Depends on how much you play, of course. Okay, Karthus A tier, we don't talk about it. Swain A tier, mages. Ziggs is really good. Ziggs is S tier for sure, but don't play him in low elo. I don't think he teaches you much. Aphelios, if you're super good on him, he can work. For low elo, I probably don't recommend him. He's not that bad. I think he's better than Ezreal. He's maybe better than Smolder. No, Smolder is better. Yeah, I think Aphelios and Smolder are best champions in B tier. They're almost getting towards A, but not quite make it through. Xayah, great counter pick if they have a lot of melees. I think it's S tier counter pick, but if it's not a counter pick, it's just a B tier champion if you pick him in every single situation. Jhin is just a second support in the carry in a different lane. Not a bad champion, but not a carry in general. True. Vayne. Vayne is not that bad. Her win rate is actually quite good, and her pick rate. I saw a lot more people playing her, but she's not not A tier. I think she's B. I personally think that she's not that bad. Like if I would want to play Vayne, I would maybe make like a Vayne Kaisa Jinx champion pool, or Vayne Corki Kaisa, Vayne Corki Jinx champion pool kind of deal like this. Maybe something like this. Or maybe even with Varus blind pick and Vayne pocket pick can work. She's not bad. Samira, just a counter pick. She's probably just a B tier champion. If you can utilize her W, like if they have a lot of CC, I wouldn't pick Samira or Nilah. Like especially into Alistar, or I guess into Liwana you can still play because you get cleanse. But if you have good setup on the laney phase and you can like stomp lane, Samira is fine. I'm not really a fan of her because she doesn't really teach anything about the game. She's just super coin flip champion. You farm at Q, you wait level 3, and if your support hits the Q, you go in. Otherwise, I don't personally think she's a very friendly champion to learn the game. So I wouldn't really, recommend this champion. Seraphim as a counter, she's okay. But please, guys, don't play Seraphim, maybe. Like, don't play her. Like, please. Just don't play her. And then we do also have Yunara, which is not on this patch list somehow. But yeah, I would definitely put Yunara in C tier. I think she's pretty bad right now. She is playable. If you're better, you're still gonna win, but she's not as she used to be. It's definitely not as she used to be. Okay. Is there anything else that we forgot? Is there anything else other than Yunara? I think that's pretty much it. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you guys like this tier list and hope to see you in the next video. See you guys.